This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero-tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com.
Okay, before we start the video, I just want to update you guys on what's going on with the customer. We emailed the customer yesterday and gave him links to part 1 and part 2. And then this morning I called him to see if he watched it. He's like, nah, I didn't watch it. So, we're trying to explain to him what's going on with the engine. He's like, well, what's the problem? The engine's no good. Try to explain to him we don't know if it's any good because it hasn't been put in the car yet. Can't test it. So I'm not really sure what he's doing. I told him to just please watch the video because everything's explained in the video. Hopefully he'll watch it and see. Especially, I think our most important part is for him to know what he needs to do for that warranty. Otherwise, he won't be covered. So we'll see what happens. We'll let you guys know what he says. All right. So now let's get going to remove the engine. Let's go.
Alright, guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. Today's part 3, the 99 Dodge Dakota 3.9 engine replacement. First thing, I appreciate the comments and suggestions concerning this engine. Yeah, this thing looks kind of used. And a lot of the comments was the engine that's coming out of here looks better than the one that's going in. But being in automotive repair, a lot of you guys know sometimes you just can't judge a book by its cover. This thing might run like a brand new engine. We don't know, but things just don't look it. I mean, it still may run good. Just to forget it, whatever. All right. We did email the customer, and actually today we're going to call the customer to make sure he got our email. We sent him links to part 1 and part 2. Hopefully he contacts LKQ and send them the link as well. And LKQ is more than welcome to comment on the video as well. And if you are from LKQ, we're going to verify that it is you that's commenting, or we will not allow it. We want to make sure the company themselves are commenting, not somebody making no fake account. So we're gonna check. It better be something, I don't know, verify some kind of way. Give us a call, let us know your name so we know who you are. Here's my problem, guys, and this is what I made a comment about. Here's my problem. Okay, I understand these used engines, these salvage yards wants you to do a lot of stuff on this engine before it's replaced. I get it. But here's the thing. You got a customer who spends, we're going to find out how much he paid for this engine, about $1,000 for an engine. So then the customer has to pay us to put this thing on an engine stand. Not just to put it on an engine stand, but just saying, replace front seal, rear main seal, valve cover gaskets, all the things they want you to replace. And what happens, and this is extra labor now, this just don't come free, because as far as we're concerned, we gave a labor to just swap the engines. We understand that there's going to be parts we have to exchange over. We understand that, and the labor guy does account for that, but not as far as all this other stuff. Right? So we get it in, get the engine in, boom, engine's no good. What happens then? Now the customer is out of that money. Okay, I'm pretty sure he understands about the labor, but all that extra labor, and then I got to do it again to get another engine. See, I don't get that. It's not right. I feel that these used salvage yards, they should at least meet the people halfway. At least supply the gaskets and the parts that you want them to replace. So in that way, at least it's a little, I mean, it ain't expensive, gaskets, I mean, come on. At least that way, and give some kind of warranty. A labor warranty. If they can provide proof that it was installed by a legitimate shop, then you should, I can see, understand anything else, but a legitimate shop and everything was good when the engine was put in, you should supply some kind of warranty. And I don't know, a lot of you don't know this. I don't know if they still have it, but AutoZone, if you buy an engine from AutoZone, and the workers don't tell you this, and you gotta dig deep and speak to a manager or something. They will pay the labor rate up to a certain amount. I think it's like $35, $40 an hour, whatever it is, to have that engine taken back out and another one. They will pay that if something's wrong with that engine. That's right, you got to check that out. So sometimes it's best to get a rebuilt or have the repair shop like us rebuild it. We're more than capable of doing that. But anyway, it's supposed to rain today, so we gotta get the wheels going. So let's jack this up, get this up on a jack stand. What we're gonna do is take off the Bellhousing bolt, the starter, the exhaust manifold, the torque converter bolts, and that should be it. We already got the motor mounts bolts done, and let's get this thing out of here. Cause I'm curious as well to see what the heck is going on with this engine. And a few of you suggested they get a breaker bar or something, and just make sure this new engine turns over. All right, enough of this talking. Let's get right to it. We'll be right back. All right, guys, let's do it. I got my truck jacked up. Got my jack stands, very important. Got my jack stands set up. Now you want your jack stands when you're doing any kind of engine. You want your jack stands set to the outside, the furthest safest point to the outside of the vehicle, because when you got your engine hoist that goes in here, you want as much room as possible, and you want a lot of room in here to get up under here. And when I got me a nice cardboard down here, got my blanket to lay down just in case I want to take a nap, and I'll be good to go. And I got me a bunch of tools out there because I have no idea what I'm gonna need right now, but I hate getting from under there, going back under there, coming back out. So I just get a bunch of wrenches and ratchets and everything and whatever and a light. All right, the next thing we're gonna do, well, the first thing we're gonna do is, while we're up in there, is let's disconnect and remove the starter. All right, so let's get up under here, and there's our starter right there, and it looks like two bolts, a nut right there, and then one on the top. And those are a 16 millimeter, or you can use a 5/8. And let's see, what I'm going to do is use a 6-inch extension with a 16 millimeter shallow socket. Let me get this up here. I got to work with these brown jersey girls because it's a little chilly out here. All right, 6-inch extension with a no, that's a 15. What the heck am I doing, man? I said 16. I'm showing you guys a 15. What the heck is wrong with me? Come on, just look at that. All right, here we go. All right, the reason why you're gonna need this is because that top one looks like it's kind of difficult to get to. So I figure the extension will come out handy. And what I'm gonna do is, let's reach up here. Okay, there we go, we got it on. And it comes just past the starter, just enough. So now, I'm going to use my swivel head 3/8 drive ratchet, so that way, because this frame is in the way, so definitely get you a swivel head ratchet. These things come in handy. Alright, there we go. Yeah, stop loosening it. Dang it. Alright, dang it, let's get, you know what, guys, let's put this down. So oh my goodness. that is a tight bolt. Alright. Woo! I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do in that case. And then we'll get my telescoping ratchet. What the heck is that? Watch this. We'll be right back. Alright. Here's my 3/8 drive swivel head, and it locks in place when I need it to. And you pull this little collar down right here, and this thing will expand. So that gives me enough leverage, a lot more leverage. So we'll get down, put our tool up there, and let's put that up there. We'll see if we can break that loose. Be right back. All right, we got it up there. There it is. Look how long that ratchet comes out of there. So now, click in there. There we go. Whew. That thing was so tight. The ratchet snapped back into tightening position. But as you can see, it is loose. All right, so we're gonna actually take that bolt out. Now we got our bottom one here, which I don't need all this extension up here. So I'm gonna just go right with the regular ratchet, with the without, you know, everything without the extension. Let's see if we can get in there. It's kind of a little off, but there we go. All right, and the starter is loose. All right, let's get those two bolts out, and then the starter's gonna hang, and then we're gonna disconnect the wiring to it. Be right back. All right, we got the top bolt out and the bottom nut out, and there's a lock wash up here. Now, you notice our starter's still kind of stuck in there. If you look way on the top, you're gonna see the transmission lines, and the bracket is right on there. So what we're gonna do is get us a little pry bar here. And gotta be careful, because in case that starter don't drop down on us. Get us a pry bar. We're gonna get that line out of the way. Okay, there we go. Get that thing out of the way. And let's see our starter. There we go. Okay, let's bring back our starter up enough. Dang it, man. This is... See, our transmission lines are in the way over here. Let's bring them out of the way a little bit. What the freak? You know what? Let's try to get this thing disconnected from here. Oh, man. This is gonna... All right. Enough of this playing around. Where's the screwdriver? We need a flat screwdriver. Okay, we're gonna get our flat screwdriver, because right there on the tip of on the starter plug right there, there's a little red tab. We're gonna push that tab back. We'll take it out. Get one. And figure this thing's all dry rotted up here. That's like that tab is to lock it into place, and then we're gonna push this tab in and get that unplugged. But that thing broke off, and this is gonna... Look at this thing. This thing is all dry rotted. Ah! Man, you gotta love Astral, man. Okay, listen. Can I get my hands around here? Oh, man, this is ridiculous. This is plain ridiculous. Alright, guys, let me get this. Let me gotta get this screwdriver in here and push the rest of that tab out of there. Be right back. Alright. Dang it, where'd my screwdriver go again? Don't you hate when you get up under the car and you got tools missing everywhere? Dang it. Alright, so I got back that tab up a little bit, and this thing should pop off, and it's still not. Probably because I still got the rest of that tab out of it. Dang, it looks like it's unplugged, man. What the heck? The tab in there is off. You know, it's not okay, man. You know, this sucks. Okay, where's my screwdriver at? You know, try to make it easy for you guys and all. This thing's still giving me a hard time. It's off. This is just sitting up against the thing. Alright, now we got a nut on the top of it. 13 millimeter. So I'm using my 13 millimeter 3/8 drive. Get my air ratchet in here. Let's buzz that off. Alright. Okay, we got that one, at least. Now we just gotta finish unplugging that thing. Unplugging that thing just dropped right down. Look at it. There it is. Broken plug. What is that, man? Something was living there or something. All right. So now what I'm going to do is put my 13mm lock nut back onto my starter. And we got that out of the way. Now let me see if this bracket's in the way. No, it's not. The bracket's not in the way, but I was hoping to see the best way of getting to those torque converter bolts, which sucks because I can't see it through there, which means this just started to suck. Let's go to the other side of the engine. Maybe that bottom shield will drop down or something. Cause that sucks. Cause I don't see. Hopefully that shield drops down. I have no idea. It would have to. It's got to. Dang it. All right, you know what we're gonna do? What's this? We got a bolt right here, and we got two bolts. Oh, yeah. We got one right here and one right here on this brackets that goes across, and we got a bolt right here. We're gonna get those out of the way, and hopefully that shield will drop down. Are you kidding me? Look it up there, guys. There's a bolt. Look at that bolt going from the engine into the transmission, which means we have to remove the oil filter to get that bolt out. That's gonna suck. Okay, well at least we know it's there. We'll worry about that in a bit. Oh, and there's a little bolt up there. I didn't see that one. All right, so let's try to get. You know what? Let's get these brackets out of our way. All right. What's this? Huh. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back here on the left side of the engine. We're gonna get these brackets out of here. Let's get this wire harness. Let's get this harness out of the way. All right, what we're gonna do here is we have, so what's that wrench at? A 16mm or 5/8 wrench over here, and we have a 17mm nut on this end. So my air gun here, air ratchet. And I'm gonna buzz that off, and let's see, follow this bracket up, and it looks like about a 12 or a 13mm nut right there on the side, the rest of the bracket that's holding that on. And you know, get this line out of the way. Let's see if I can use without using a deep 13. Let's see if I can get my air ratchet up there. As soon as I get it onto the gun. All right. Oh yeah, I'll be able to get up in here. Yeah. Keep messing around. You know what? It's gonna be best to a 13mm deep 3/8 drive and get that one off. Cause there's just too much in the way. All right, so let's get that set up. We'll be right back. All right, there we go. Got it set up in there. And break that loose. There. Yeah, let me go get some air too. But let's get that one off. You can see I'm gonna do that by hand. All right, we're gonna get that one off and then take this one off. All right, be right back. All right, we got the bolt out. We got the bolt and the nut off. Take our bracket out. Set it down over here. Take our bolt out of the transmission. Set it down over here. And what I'm gonna do is put these back together like this, so I know exactly how they go, just like that. And this bolt right here, the 13mm bolt, we're gonna go up here and put this back into the engine. So now we know where that goes. All right, we done with that side. Okay, it does move. That's cool. All right, now we got a little bolt right here. It looks like about a 13 millimeter. Let's see if it's a 13. And I'm using a 13 millimeter wrench. And of course not. It's not the 13 millimeter. Son of a... All right, it's an 11 millimeter or a 7/16, and that's the one wrench I didn't get down. Now, how the heck you know, how often do you have that, like that? How often? All right, let's turn around because I don't feel like getting from under here. So let's go around to this side of the engine, and we have a, looks like that might be a 17 millimeter or 16 millimeter bolt that's holding in one end of that bracket. And where's our 16 millimeter? Here it is. All right, so we're gonna have, yep. Okay, I got that loose. We're gonna take that one out and let's look further up, and there's our 13 millimeter right there. Now, also, guys, what we can do is, you know what? Let's get a swivel socket, a swivel 13 millimeter, and we can get up there a lot better. All right, be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I got me an 11 millimeter, or you can use a 7/16 wrench. Gonna get in here. Okay, that's loose. And we're gonna have our 17 millimeter here, a 16 millimeter, or 5/8. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, for that bolt right there, that's a 14 millimeter. So what I'm using here is my 14 millimeter swivel 3/8 drive socket with my 12-inch 3/8 drive extension and my 6-inch 3/8 drive extension. And what I'm gonna do here is reach in here with the swivel. Look at that, that's a lot better. Hey, that bolt was kind of loose too. Alright, so that bolt is, well, it's loose, it's good. I ain't gotta put a lot of stress on this thing. Alright, so 1, 2, the 16 millimeter or 5/8, and number 3, the 11 millimeter or 7/16. Let's get those 3 out, get this bracket out, and put it to the side. Be right back. Alright, guys. We got the bolt out, the last bolt, got the bracket out. We set them to the side. Now, up there, we got one more bolt. 11 millimeter. Where's our wrench at? Or 7/16. Let's get up there and break that bolt loose and get that out of there. There we go. All right, let's get that out there, and hopefully this, yeah, it looks like it'll come out now. So let's get that bolt out, and hopefully this bottom shield will come out. Be right back. All right, we got it out. Let's see if this thing will come off. Of course. I mean, this looks like it's loose. What the heck? There we go. Whew. Okay, put that to the side. And now, now we can see our bolts to the torque converter. That's cool. So I can get my air ratchet and get that. I'm just gonna hate about that bolt right there up there, but the oil filter, we're gonna get that last though. And we still gotta do our exhaust crossover bolts, but that's cool. All right, that one's set up for us pretty much. Let's see what size bolt that is, and then we're gonna have to move this power steering and stuff out of the way. So we need to get to the front of the engine so we can turn it over. Hopefully, and I didn't try this, hopefully this engine can turn so we can get to the rest of those bolts, because if not, we're in trouble. That means we're gonna have to remove the torque converter along with everything. There's gonna be fluid everywhere. It's gonna be real nasty. So hopefully we can turn this engine over. All right, I'm gonna get that set up. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back up under here. Now, what we got here, there's a big bolt right in the front of this harmonic balancer, and that was a 31 millimeter. If you don't have a 31 millimeter, you can use an 1.25 inch. It's going to be a little bit loose, but it would work. And what we have here is a 31 millimeter 1/2 inch drive, and I got my reducer 1/2 inch down to 3/8. And what I'm going to do here is get it onto that center bolt, all right, because then it's going to stick out just enough for me to get my telescoping ratchet up here, and I'm going to hook that on it, and we're going to see if this engine can turn. And I want to use my saw ratchet because I don't know if we'll be able to get there at a straight angle because of that stabilizer bar. All right, we got that. Let's see if this engine will turn. Damn it. The engine's locked up. Which means this just became a project. You know what? Let me see if I can at least turn it, man. Get it going. Oh, that engine is locked up. This engine is seized. You know what? I'm gonna try something here, guys. We're gonna go to the top, and if we're gonna try to use the breaker bar or something, we're gonna try to see if we can get this engine unstuck. So let's get from under here, and let's see if we can get us a 31 millimeter down in there. And I got a 3/4 inch a socket set. See if we can get one of it and put a breaker bar on it and get this thing to turn. Be right back. All right, guys, here, check this out. I got my, matter of fact, you know what, let me show you. I got this set a while ago, man. Whatever, it's a Pittsburgh, a Harbor Freight 3/4 inch set, 21 piece. It doesn't have a 31, but it does have a 32, and the 32 is identical to the 1 1/4, so it's gonna slip a little bit. And I like this. Get my breaker bar here, and I like this thing. This thing is heavy duty, man. All right, you push this down, put the socket on, let it go to lock it into place. I really do not like saying what kind of tools I use. I mean, they ain't paying me to do it, so what the heck. So let's hook this on. Let's get this on, and let's see if I can turn this. Oh man! All right, you know what? Let's get our camera set up over here. What I'm gonna do is take the handle off of the jack, cause I really need this to turn a little bit. And let's get that out of the way. Let's telescope this thing. Yeah, okay, let me figure out how this camera stand goes up. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Whether it's all the way, whether it can, I have no idea. All right. All right, let's see here. Whoops. I mean, because I really do not want to have to pull that thing out like it is. So if we can get this thing to turn, and I can see that, you know, dang it. Let's see here. All right, now, I tell you one thing, I'm tightening up the bolt. Nope, it's not moving at all. Dang it. Oh, this is gonna be a sucky job. I am not pulling out no engine and transmission. I will pull that thing with the converter, jack it up, get it up enough, and pull that thing out of there just like that, which is... Damn, come on, just... Work with me. It ain't gonna work with me. So, we won't be doing that. Oh, man. Alright, let's go up under there and, this is gonna be really messy. This is gonna be... Guys, this is gonna be so messy. But, alright, fine. Take this off. Let's go up under there and, get our Bellhousing bolts out. Be right back. Alright guys, before we get up under there, let's go in the back of this old engine. This thing, we got a lot of bolts to take out. We got one right here that should be going through the from the engine back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna be looking for 7 bolts. I hate this part. Also, we got the wiring harness that goes down to the transmission, so we got to disconnect that as well. I mean, we're not going to be using this harness, but what it does, it gives us a good idea of what we're going to be looking for. And this one is, okay, the 2 O2 sensors. We got to remember to get that. And then we should be seeing 1, 2, that one's nothing, and that one's nothing. So 2 plugs down by the transmission. Maybe 3. Alright. And all those bolts. Dang it, man. Let's get up under there. See what we got. Okay, here we go. Got some light on here. Alright, there's one bolt going right to the back. Now there's one right up in the center. You know that one in the center? I think we can get to the top. I'm going to leave that for last to keep this thing together pretty much. So we just need to get our bolts down here. Let's see, our wiring harness. Nope, that's the evap tube right there, and fuel line or whatever it may be. There's one plug right there. Alright, and going up there. Alright, we're going to have to get our wiring harness out of the way. Alright, if you look right there, see that plug right there? You're going to stick a screwdriver right between there and pop that off. And this one right here, there should be a tab right on top to squeeze that and unplug that. Yeah, I'll get it. And get that harness, get it out the way so we can see them bolts. And let's go on this side. Oh yeah, there's the one going through the back way where the oil filter is. There's one right there. I see the one further up. Alright, we can get us a long extension. They look about a 14 millimeter. Okay, we can get those. Alright, so let's get us a screwdriver up under here and get these things unplugged and get this harness out of our way. Alright, here we go. Got me my, where they at? My hose pliers. Because what they'll do is reach up in there and they'll, the other side will squeeze that tab in, be able to unplug it. That's one out the way. And then we gotta get our screwdriver. And we're gonna stick the screwdriver right between there, pick them tabs open just a little bit, and get that unplugged. Alright, now we can move our harness out of the way and we get to those bolts. Let's get those hard, difficult ones first. Right back. Alright guys, for the next 10 minutes, I forgot to cut the mic back on, but that's going to come back soon. So in these steps that you're seeing right now, you're going to take a 24-inch 3/8 drive extension with a swivel socket, 14 millimeter, and we're going to get to the 2 bolts on the left side of the bell housing and 2 on the right side. You're also going to need a 6-inch extension to go on to that.
to reach some of the bolts. And also what we're doing is disconnecting the O2 sensor and bringing that wiring harness around, because we need that wiring harness to come out with the engine, with the engine's wiring harness. And I'm showing you how to do that with a pair of hose pliers. This is messed up, man. I can't believe I can't believe that I sat here and forgot the mic on. This is a bum. Alright, so I'm speeding the video up because I have no idea what's going on, what's looking at. But and luckily it was only like 10 to 13 minutes of like that. Then we're gonna come back. Alright? Take care. You know, guys, I just noticed my mic was off. Please, man, don't. Oh, man, how long was it off for? Shh, dang it, man. That sucks. All right, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do now. All right, let's get up here and spray these bolts on the exhaust. Spray them a little bit. All right, and while we're letting that sit, oh man, I had this microphone off. Dang it. While I was unplugging everything. All right. The next thing we're gonna do is let's go over here, and we got our harness, a connector right there to the transmission. There's a tab on each side of that, and what I'm gonna use here, we'll see if I can't get my hands up in there, and it looks like I can't. I'm gonna use my hose pliers to get it unplugged. Okay, guess I don't have to. Got it unplugged. There it is right there. And get the rest of this harness out of here, because that's got to come up with the engine. You don't want to mess up that. What the heck is this? Okay, there we go. Dang it! Okay, let that plug up there. Man, this thing is... I can't believe I had that microphone off. All right, we got that out of the way. Good, we're looking good. Let's go back on this side. And you know what? Let's get these bolts out of here. What size are these bolts? Looks like about a 14 millimeter nuts. Let's see. Maybe not. Maybe 13. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I just tried. That was a 13. 14 millimeter. And what I got me is a 14 millimeter deep, 1/2 inch drive impact socket. And I'm going to use
my 12-inch, half-inch drive extension with my little wobble socket. There we go. This wobble sockets are really cool. Can't believe I had the microphone off, man. That's gonna suck. All right, let's get our air gun hooked up and our extension, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get this done. Looks like it's getting more cloudy out here. All right, let's get our gun up there. Dang it. Both sides is turning, which is really gonna piss me off right about now. There's so much for holding that in place. Let's see about the top one. Make sure that it is. Yeah, it is a 14. All right, let's see. All right. All right, okay, it buzzed one off. Maybe I just got to spin the other one enough for it to come off. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's loose, but that sucks. May have to get a wrench on the other side of that. So let's get that one off. Bear back. All right. This nothing but giving me a problem right here, because the whole thing is spinning, and this is loose. But okay, what I need to do. Look over here. Find my 14mm wrench here. And go through the side over here. The oil filter is. Wait a minute. What about if I pick that up a little bit? I'm trying to hold this camera into place at the same time. There we go. All right. You can see. Got it held in right there. And now I'm gonna get my gun and loosen that nut up. I am not gonna be able to record this part and do it at the same time. So, but if you have a problem with yours, that's the way to do it. All right, so let's get that off and we'll be right back. If I run into a problem, I will come back and record it and let you know. All right, be right back. All right, guys, it worked like a charm. Okay. Put this down because we're not going to need this. It's like a nut and a bolt. And okay, now we're going to go to the other side and hopefully those come off with no problem. Right back. All right, here we go on this side. More transmission line out of the way. Using our same 12-inch half-inch drive extension, my little wobble socket, and let's go up here and get the first one out. Cool, that one came right off. That was actually kind of, I mean, didn't even have to do a lot of hitting on that. All right, there's our last one right there. So let's get that one and buzz that one off. Right back. All right, guys, those two came out great. The nuts, the bolts are still up in there. That's good. We got our wiring harness to the side. All this is going back to our fuel, the evap system, and all that. So we might can disconnect that from the top and all, because I know it's going top. We're gonna take a look at that. So as far as we got now, what we got to do here, we only got two bolts holding this in. The one right here, and the one way up on the top right in the center, right behind the distributor. And then we should be good to go. So, let's get this done. We're gonna move all this out of the way. Get our drain pan over here. Get us an oil filter wrench. Got the little pliers type, I like this little plier type. And let's go over here and loosen up this oil filter. All right. Hope we don't get nothing dropping down nowhere. Huh. Okay. Jeez, look at that. Look at it, guys. It's not even flowing. Go out here and look at this better. Look at this. Wow. What's that caked up? That stuff caked up in there like that? Wow. Let's see something here. That is, look at that thing run so slow. Alright. Well, I ain't gonna, let's keep it up like that. I need to put that back in there. Alright, now let's get our ratchet and all. Get our, what was that? 16 millimeter or 5/8, 3/8 drive. Let's get that off of there. Right back. Alright. Got a 16 millimeter 3/8 drive. Let's put it up there. Let's loosen this up by hand first. Yeah, let's loosen this up by hand first. Get manly with it. Yeah, here we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Now, we got one more bolt way at the top. And this is going to be a really nasty job, because then we're going to have to get our hydraulic jack, set it up under the transmission, and keep that transmission up in the air as high as possible, and then put our drain pan right here on the bottom of the car. We got our drain pan's got to set right in the center, because as we pull that engine out, that converter gonna come out and there's gonna be fluid all over the place. So we're gonna set it right there, and man, dang it, this is gonna suck. All right, it's Bellhousing bolts. Put that in the back with the others. Let's get those to the side. Get that shielding all off to the side. Let's get this set up. And boy, we'll be right back. All right, guys, while I was cleaning up, getting up under here, I forgot, oil filter. Let's stick our oil filter back into place. Get no funny surprises out here. And they don't have to be super tight, just bring it in hand tight. Yeah, that's good enough. All right. Let's get all our tools from under here, get them put up on our counter right there, and then we're going to get way in the back, and there should be one bolt right in the center that we need to take out. Then what we're going to do is take our chain and hook it up exactly like we got it up here. We got one bolt right here in the front, right on the top, and then right here in the back. That's how we're going to hook up our chain to pull this out. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, I took the chain off. Let's go up here. And let's get our light. Let's see if we can see it right back in here. I'll run this out of the way. And there should be one more bolt right here. Wait a minute. I don't feel a center bolt right in the back of that distributor. Is that just covered up? I am not feeling, it looks like the threads are dirty. So I'm wondering if there is no bolt there, because I can't feel that bolt. I reached over here and I felt the empty hole right here. Then I went across and I felt around the bell housing and I felt that one right there. Huh. Okay. All right, I'll be good with that. So, let's hook up our chain. And we're going to be feeling on the outside or this one right here. I like that one. One of those. Let's get that bolt and get our chain hooked up to it. Okay, what is this I feel right here? Oh, that's got a ground wire going to it. And that's one where the transmission dipstick tube is bolted to, so that ain't gonna help me. So I need to get this one over here. Let's get this hose. Let me get this hose out of me. Get this hose out of my way. Wire strap over here. Stick this hose to the side somewhere for now. Alright. Alright. Let's pull this wire harness out of the way. And there it is. There's our bolt right there. That's got the ground strap going to it. And we need that out. And we know that's a 14 millimeter. So we need to take that out so we can get that bolt and our chain hooked up right to there. That's exactly where I want to hook this to. Wait a minute. Holy cow. The transmission dipstick tube is bolted to that bolt as well. So there's two bolts going to the transmission dipstick tube. Alright, let's get us a 14 millimeter shallow socket, or we can use a wrench and the ratchet. Let me get my swivel ratchet also, just in case we have to get in there with that. I'm going to tie this out to the side some kind of way. There we go. Get that over to the side. There it is, right there. Alright, let's get that bolt out of there. Be right back. Alright guys, I got my 14 millimeter. Let's see if I can with my swivel 3/8 drive ratchet. And see, this is why I like this swivel ratchet, because it goes just like this, and I can get in there to that bolt. There we go. Okay, got it loose. Alright, let's get that bolt out of there. Right back. Alright, we just about got the bolt out. There it is now. There we go. I don't want to pull that dipstick tube out, because I'll pull it out. Fluid's probably going to come all out of the bottom of the system, but we're going to have to do that anyway. So, I'm going to get the pan up under there. We're going to, yeah, because right now this, well, this is not in the way. Let's take our bolt and put it to the side for now. Now, we're going to get our chain. We're going to get our bolt through there. Get this thing to the side. Okay, now we're going to put this bolt in as much as we can. There we go. So that's hooked up. Chain coming across. Then we're going to hook it up to the front. And then we're going to put a pan up under the transmission and pull that dipstick out. Alright, right back. Alright, we got our chain hooked up. Hey, what that? Next, this is where we get dirty at. Alright, I got my cardboard. Let me get up under here and show you what I got here. I got my hydraulic jack right here, 2 blocks of wood, going to the pan of the transmission. I'm trying to get this thing dead center, and what we're gonna do here is jack this up get this thing, get some nice tension up on this. What the heck, man? Now what? Okay, there it is. We definitely want to. We're gonna be picking this up as high as this thing will go. But right now, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Make sure we're still up there. Good. All right, now I'm gonna take my pan and put my pan to the side as much as I can, because we're gonna go up there and pull out that dipstick tube. And then we're gonna hope that we got this lined up. Now guys, just like Paul from Connecticut, he's gonna be starting his new YouTube channel, Big Paulie Repairs, Auto Repair. Alright. There's different ways of doing this. Guys, if you want, you can pull the whole transmission and engine out as an assembly. You could do that, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright. So let's get our dipstick is right there. So my pan's gonna have to be right about here. Maybe I'll put a block of wood up under this, because I'm definitely gonna need that out of the way. Yeah, you know, let's put a block of wood up under this to keep this level before we pull that dipstick tube out of there. And if you have a plug, that'd be great. You know, pull it out and put a plug in it so it won't leak out, or rag wrapped in plastic. Stick that in there. All right, so let's get a block of wood set up under here before we pull that out. We'll be right back. All right, we got our block of wood up under there. Got it leveled out just enough. All right, let's go up to the top and pull that dipstick tube out of there. Because, I mean, it might clear and everything, but what the heck. All right, got that out of there. That's good. Anything dripping down there? Yes, it is. There it is. So far, we're looking good. Now, what we can do, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna get us a plastic bag with a rag in it, so the plastic will, you know, won't get soaked up. And we're gonna stick it in that hole so we can take, because we need to move that pan. We need that pan in a different position. All right, be right back. All right, got me a plastic bag here, and I put some old gloves in there. I take gloves. I'm gonna go up under here, and I'm gonna put that into where the dipstick came out of. Get this kind of situated here. I'm gonna leave that pan, and this pan is gonna be in the way. Also, all right, there it is, right there. We want to make sure that's definitely in there as much as we can. And that thing don't pop out on us. So let me get that done and we'll be right back. Alright, there we go. We got that nice and stuck in there. Ready to do this, guys? Of course not. I'm not. So what we need to do now is our transmission pan now has to set right here. I mean, our pan has to set right here at the center. Let's get our board up under here. Let's turn it this way. All right. And now we're working with very limited space here, because now we're going to get our hoist, and hopefully our hoist goes around that. If it doesn't, we're gonna have to get us a smaller pan. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be crazy. All right, let's get our hoist over here, get it hooked up. Stop playing around. Let's get this engine out of here. Be right back, guys. We got our hoist hooked up, got the chain hooked up. Look at that, man. We got some nice room here. Let's go up a little bit. Maybe I should, you know, bring that chain take a little slack from that chain. That chain is too loose. Let's let this back down. And I'm going to adjust that chain. I want it close as possible. Alright, bear back. Alright, made the adjustment. I think it left the pole over there. What the heck wrong with me? Let's get this jacked up. Make sure that it's off of that bolt right there, off of the harness. Hold on. Let's go over here to the side. You know, I think I'm gonna let it down, get it off this hose, and I'm gonna stick a rag and put in here off of that throttle body. So let's let this back down and get that set up. And if I can, I'll probably try to move the chain. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, what I did was rolled up some carpet, nice and thick, and put in there. Definitely don't want nothing breaking. Especially being that they broke everything coming out. It is almost out of the motor mount. That motor mount looks kind of busted too. Alright, a little bit more. That's got to go a lot more. That's got to go a lot more. Which makes me wondering, should I just unbolt that motor mount altogether? Let's get up over there and take a look. Let's get some carpet here. I do not like the way that's coming out of there. Okay. I got 1, 2, I see 3 bolts. There's going to be 4. If I can get to these bolts, I'll take them out. And it looks like it's a 13 millimeter like before. We put that bolt back in there. So we got 1 right there, 1 right up under there. And I'm thinking there should be 4. Let's go back to the top and look at that. If so, we're just going to take that whole mount and bracket out of there. I think it'll be a lot easier on us. Let's see if I can feel. Matter of fact, what are we doing? Let's go over here. We're on this bracket right here, the one that they broke and messed up. I see just the 3. So, and they just butchered that thing coming out of there. So we're gonna, you know what? We're not even gonna mess around. Let's get us some tools and get that, just unbolt that thing right out of there. Be right back. All right, got my 1/2-inch drive gun, 13 millimeter deep, 1/2-inch drive, my little wobble, 4 1/4 inch extension, and this is 9 1/4 inch 1/2-inch drive extension. And what I'm gonna do is go up under here. Let's get this hooked up. Let's get this whole shebang hooked up. And let's go up here. And that one's already loose. We know that. Let's get this finished. Now let's get this top one out up here. Alright. It fell on the frame. There's our number 2 right there. Alright. And number 3. Alright, let's wiggle our Yeah, there it is. It's out. There the bolt came on. All right, let's get that out of there. Be right back. All right, we got the one mount out. There's our 3 bolts. You know, I kind of like that. We go up here. Look how much room we got. I can actually lower that engine down some now and unbolt that. So you know what? Forget that. Let's go to the other side and do the same thing. I think these bolts are a different size. Huh, where are they? There they go. Okay, let's go look at our old mount. See how many's holding this on. We got one that we took out from there. Then we got one right there. And I see 2. So those 3 are right there. And those are 14 millimeters. Hopefully we can get that one right there. Yeah, I should be able to get that. So let's change our socket to a 14. You know, I think I might get a 14 shallow instead of the deep. Cause I got, this is the little tightest area in there. All right, so let's get that right back. All right, guys, there's our bolts right there, all 3 of them. Huh. Let me see here, how can I reach this? Alright, I can get that one. That one's already loose. So we can actually take this one out. That one's going to be a problem. I'm not seeing how. Well, actually I can get to the top with a 14 millimeter deep socket with my ratchet. But first, let's get our air gun around here. Let's see if we can get that one right there that's close to that mount. The one that's going to suck. Yeah, I'm doing this with one hand. Come on, swivel like you're supposed to. That's, dang it, that wobble. Alright guys, hold on. What the heck? So like you're supposed to. And get on there. Can you believe that thing is nuts? I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I'm on it. What the heck oil doing there? Probably leaking from the top or something. I don't know. There's no oil in the car. How can it leak? There ain't no oil in it. Alright, now for that other one, we're going to get our air ratchet with a 14 millimeter deep 3/8 drive. Let's get that one off. Bear it back. Alright guys, here we are at the top. Got my 3/8 drive ratchet, 14 millimeter deep. And that's that bolt. It's right around here somewhere. Grab it sooner or later. Where the heck is the bolt at? Alright, fine. You want to put it that way? It'll set you down. Let me get this lined up. Bear back. Alright, I got my ratchet in there now. Oh, you saw that whole engine twist like that? Alright, there we go. Any day, mount. Any day. Alright. Alright. We got our other 2 bolts on there. I just heard the 3rd one drop into the pan. Here we go. Let's get this out to the side. Now, we got a lot of clearance there. Oh, so now I'm gonna start shaking the engine and try to get it off of that transmission. Yeah, here it comes. You know what? I'm gonna have to jack up more to get it to line up. Cause I think it's too low right now. Let's get some cardboard over here. Okay. Oh yeah, it's not even touching. Let's get that. All right, let's get out there now, start wiggling our transmission out, keeping that pan in place. There's gonna be a bunch of fluid coming out of there. Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Got everything separated. Got my thing right there, rag right there, and let's try to back this engine up a little bit. Of course not. Alright, what we're gonna do is let's see what the heck is holding on to this. Alright, it looks like I am separated from the transmission. Okay, we're gonna have to jack up just a little bit more here. Just bites. All right, and what I'm gonna do is go over here and jack the hydraulic, the hydraulic jack up a little bit to make sure it's on the bottom of the transmission, staying right there. Because I noticed down there, our exhaust manifold was hitting right up against that bracket for the upper control arm. There we go. Alright, let's pick this up a little bit more. Hopefully, hold it, why is this thing stuck over here? Alright. Okay, I got my harness. I'm surprised no fluid is dropping out of there. All right, now I gotta get my harness off of here. And what else is over here? What the heck is all this? All right, there's my harness. And for my evap, there's a transmission line. I'm gonna leave all my evap stuff on the side. Got our spark plug wires out here. All right, let me vent for the transmission. Evap hose, which I'm gonna disconnect from up here or right here. What the heck, man, this is... You know what about if I just... Okay, unhook it right there. Get this to the side. I just disconnected my evap tube right here. You can see that. Just disconnected that. Put that to the side. Our fuel line, get that from under the ignition wires. All right, now our kick down cable right here. push that up under there. Make sure that's out of the way. Alright, and here's our harness. It's very important. We do not want to, we want to make sure this harness is completely disconnected, because we do not need to break this harness, because we're going to be reusing that. Man, that's going to suck to put back. The cost of being astral. All right, we're looking good. Let's get back down and let's go more. All right. Uh-oh. Dang it. All right, I gotta let it down a little bit. Because, what is this? What am I stuck on? Oh, man. Dang it, the accelerator cable is now jammed in there. Okay. Okay. This thing's twisted. Okay, now. All right, jacked it up enough. Let's go around, make sure nothing is holding on to it. Got our harness, got everything looking good. Very, very important. We want to make sure we have like really no clearance right here between the radiator and engine. And you know what I'm gonna do? One of our subscribers recommended this, and I am definitely gonna take this opportunity to use that. I'm gonna take some cardboard and stick it between there. So give it some kind of protection. All right, and away we go. Dang it, I'm feeling the raindrops. It is actually starting to rain now. Okay, we gotta jack it up a heck of a lot more. Dang it. Dang it. Leaking out of here. Hey, look at this, guys. We only got a little bit more to go. A little bit more to go. And then we'll be out here. And actually, I can actually pick this up and do that. All right, I'm going to swing it, bring it back a little bit. All right, we're going to swing this engine out because it's starting to rain. Go hurry up. Get this camera out of the rain, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get this thing All right, way high. Let's start lowering this down. Okay. And there you go. There must have been hardly no transmission fluid in there because not a drop came out. So, yep, that one bolt on the top was not there. So that's cool. So now what we're going to do is we still got to figure a way of getting these bolts out from the converter. That's going to be a problem. I think I can get it. Remove the crank sensor. We probably get it. We might can get in there. Might. I don't know. All right, it's starting to rain, so what we're going to do is set this down to the side, cover up both engines, and call this an episode. We'll be right back.
Okay, so this is the end of part 3 for the engine removal on the 99 Dodge Dakota 3.9 engine. And as you guys did see, that the engine was locked up. More than likely it was from the no oil in the engine. Don't really know what happened, but that would be our guess, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Hey, I'm just a mechanic. I was just hired to do the job. That's all I'm doing. Listen.
Here he comes.
That's all I was hired to do was pull the engine out, put the other one in. That's the one the customers got to speak to, and everybody can speak to. I'm just a mechanic. Hey, that's it.
He throws me under the bus like you wouldn't believe. Anytime there's an issue, okay, you call the customer, he says.
That's right. I got my hands full. That's right. I'm just hired to do the job.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post them below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Sometimes I get calls, people asking me auto repair questions. Please don't. I don't have an answer for you. Email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Okay? So hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.